Hi guys, just a video to walk through some of the bits and pieces that I wanted to impart with you and a few questions maybe as well. Just in lieu of a conference call, we can always have a chat on the phone later on if we want, or you can just kind of pop down any points on an email, but I think this is a quicker and easy way of me just summing up a few last bits. So now I've been through Alan's last notes and I've carried out all those bits and pieces on there. That was helpful to get everything done. Just a bit about this image, as I said before, it wasn't really wide enough, so I've had to stretch it to fit on here. So if we do have an original file size, i.e. bigger than 1,000 pixels, Shutterstock images normally come about 3 to 4, maybe even 5,000 pixels wide, then I will be able to get, this won't be kind of quite so stretched and it will be better quality as well. So if we can get that, that will make that slightly better. Otherwise, if you're happy with that photograph, then that's absolutely fine. It was the best one, I thought, for the desktop anyway, as I said in my earlier email. So just kind of looking through here, if there's anything specific. I've added some more external images on here now as well, an extra 3, so I think we've got kind of pretty much half and half. There's 9 images, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we've got 4 and 5 now, so there are more external images on there. So that's the main thing on there. Okay, right. I just wanted to say that on the about page. I don't know if you noticed, I've added a little button on here, there's some text on here, LinkedIn. Now if you click on those images, it will go through to your LinkedIn profiles. That's one way I thought of doing it, as you can see on there. So that's why I've done that. So you just click on that and it will open up a new tab and go to your LinkedIn profiles. This is a slightly different way of doing it. It's a different layout, and you said it does look quite smart. On here you can have the social media platforms down the bottom here, which you can click on and go. The issue with this is that the longer the text is, and Craig's text was longer than Alan's initially, then the photographs doesn't fit, so there was more blue space here, so it didn't really kind of line up, but that could be fixed. I would think really it's more apt if you do have more social media profiles. So if you did want to add a Facebook and a Twitter profile at some stage, then this will probably be the better way to go, and we can jiggle around with a photograph. So that's definitely a way forward if you prefer that. If not, we've obviously got this experience at the moment, so it's just let me know what you think about that. Okay, so I'm going to hop to the privacy policy. Well, actually, let's go back to here. So I've played around with these images now. So this is the image that's on all the internal pages. Again, if you're happy with that, that's absolutely fine. And there's still the slightly different one on the policy pages and the terms and conditions. This one kind of shows the old flatter image. This one has got the more 3D. In some ways, I think this maybe it's a little bit blurry, and we could do with an image that's halfway between the two. That's a bit too flat, and the shadowing on that makes that a bit blurry. So maybe we could get something that's not quite as dark and doesn't seem quite as the shadow's not so dark, and maybe that would be a better thing. But if you're happy with that as it is, then that's absolutely fine. So if I don't hear from you about that, then I'll change all these terms and conditions pages so that they match the other internal pages as well. There's just these 3 at the moment, so you've got a comparison. Now with the privacy policy, this is a policy that I've been using since GDPR. It's something that I kind of came across myself after researching lots and lots of different ones, and this is much more of a standard post GDPR policy than there is on the Syntegra site at the moment, and a lot of other sites. But there are quite a few examples of property management companies, property development companies, should I say, with this privacy policy. LBS, Fruition, they use a similar one. H Group, theirs is very, very similar. You can see the style here. So a lot of people are, and this one is kind of Regal London. So a lot of people kind of are realising that this longer one is more of a template that is compliant with GDPR. What I would say though, and emphasise, is that although I have tweaked some of it to fit your business, 3 or 4 sections particularly, about how you would collect the data, judging it on your type of business, then please don't take this as being a legal thing. If you really want to get it checked out, then please do so. It is more advanced, and there's more information in there than a lot of other sites at the moment, but it is just a template that I've created, and I just adjust to the different types of businesses. So it's not kind of, I can't kind of guarantee it being legally binding, but I think it is a lot more developed than a lot of the ones I see on other sites. So, okay, so I just wanted to tell you about that. In the back end of the website, if you wanted to do things yourself, this is like a fairly standard page builder type website, and I've kind of closed up this different sections here. I've labeled the sections. I can give you some more information, and I can give you some, maybe we can record some videos on how to edit this if you like, and I have got some templates in the back, so I can speak to you more about that if you want to edit it yourself. But at the moment I've kind of closed up. If you can just left click on here, you'll be able to open up the sections, and then within the sections, this is where you just go in. It's very much like a Word document. You just type in as you're used to there, and you can save and exit, and say here's the text here. This is for the About section on the home page. And you just see there, that's where you would change it. And then once you've changed it, you save and exit it. And then like all WordPress, then you would just update it, preview it and update it there. So, that's how I can give you some more information on that. And what I do just to close it up is I right click on here. Oops, that's kind of didn't close up. I can right click, but you can leave it open. It just kind of tidies it up a bit and then collapse it, and it kind of tidies that back up again. So, that's how it's just tidies everything up in the back end. I have got some templates for the projects and also for the blog, so I can kind of explain a little bit more about how they work as well. Right, I think that's basically it. If there's anything specific that you notice from the website that you still want changes, please do let me know, and I'll get those done, and I'll update anything else in an email. Okay, thanks guys. Speak soon. Cheers.